Origins is the leader in plant-powered high-performance skincare, and they're expanding their Youthtopia collection with the new Apple Butter Cleansing Balm. This is a luxurious multi-phase formula. It starts out as a buttery balm and melts into a silky oil, so it lifts away makeup, dirt, and impurities without stripping your skin. It's infused with upcycled cold-pressed apple seed oil, over 40% plant-derived oils, 20% plant-derived glycerin. Discover the butter way to cleanse with Origins Youthtopia Apple Butter Cleansing Balm, available now at origins.com and Ulta.
If you want to get more out of life, you bring the weather.
What's your opinion on blocking people?
Why wouldn't you?
How do we stop the trigger?
You don't. Their engagement doesn't mean there's something wrong with your relationship. The only person that blocks your way is you. You forget who you fell in love with. Like,
Getting teary-eyed. Oh, made me cry.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke
And Danielle, and today is a really exciting episode because we have the iconic Mel Robbins on the podcast today.
I can't even believe that we're saying those words. I mean, it's still surreal to me.
No, it's crazy that 2 years ago, my mom was like, you guys should learn about the Let Them Theory. And I came on the podcast.
Check out Mel Robbins.
Check out Mel.
And I feel like we manifested that into existence.
We did.
Oh my gosh, guys. This episode, lock the fuck in.
Lock the hook. And seriously, we're going to be listening to this episode once a month, we decided. It's the kick in the butt you need, but it's so practical. She really tailored it to our demographic, you guys. She honestly, we had a little therapy session for a minute.
Totally.
Brooke revealed some things. I revealed something.
Yeah, I feel like she made us dig deep in a good way.
She did.
I know that this is going to be one that's going to stick with you. It's definitely going to stick with me.
1,000%. If for some reason you don't know who Mel Robbins is the host of one of the top ranked podcasts in the entire world, the Mel Robbins podcast. We love it. She has 30 million followers online. Her YouTube videos have been viewed over 1 billion times. She's one of the most trusted voices and respected experts on motivation and mindset, and she's a mom of 3 and has been married for 28 years. Her New York Times bestselling books have sold millions of copies and have been translated into over 51 languages. Yep, that's right. And the Let Them Theory, which you guys know we love and have talked about, has sold 7 million copies. The podcast has 500 million downloads. People have literally spent so much time listening, loving her, and we are so grateful that she graced us. It was so funny. We were like, thank you so much for being on the podcast. She was like, thanks for squeezing me in.
And we were like, oh, no.
We will move mountains, Mel. We will move mountains.
No worries.
If any of you guys are new here,
welcome to Gals on the Go. This is a weekly podcast that we've been doing for 7 years now.
7 years and counting. Brooke and I have been friends for even more than that. We were friends. We both had made YouTube videos, met through YouTube, and became so close. Went to the same school, University of Georgia, Go Dogs.
And then we decided to start a podcast together. And it stuck, and now we live in New York City. We're both in our 20s. We're kind of just figuring our lives out live in real time.
New life chapters unlocked, and we're very unfiltered. We just kind of say what's on our mind. We kind of don't shut up.
And we kind of just yap,
yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, truly just yap, and we are here to be the girl talk in your ear when you're folding your laundry, running errands, on your way to class, work, whatever it is. We just want to distract you for an hour and have some fun and just talk about relatable things. So we are so excited to have Mel on and just tap her mind, honestly.
And we want to hear what you guys have to say about the episode. So join us at Gals on the Go podcast on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, everywhere, because you need to tell us what you think, because I think you're going to love it.
I think you're going to love it. And it's just, we're literally prescribing all of our friends to listen to this episode. It's that episode. We're so proud of it, and we're so grateful to her, and we just hope you guys enjoy this episode. All right, we have the most special guest of the day today, Miss Mel Robbins.
Yay!
hey, you too.
I am just obsessed with your energy.
What do you mean?
You walk in and you're like, hey, I'm Mel.
We hear you down the hall. It was amazing.
I feel like people say, I hate to be confident, but actually you just carry yourself with such ease. A way that it's you just are you, and you make everybody else feel comfortable. I don't know how else to say it.
Immediately comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. First of all, your energy is currency.
Yeah.
And I want you to think about it this way. If you want to get more out of life, you bring the weather.
You bring the weather. And it's a rainy day today in New York, but you would never know.
Correct. And so think about it. There are times in your life where you've been bitchy and insecure and just full of whatever mood you're in, and that's like you bringing a storm into every room you walk into. Wow. And if you want to start to feel more powerful in life, if you want to develop a skill of being able to kind of influence people and connect with people immediately, manage your energy. Because your energy isn't just what you feel inside. There's so much research around the fact that I think they've even measured, I'm going to get this wrong, but it's like they can measure the electromagnetic waves from your heart at like a 3-foot radius. And so this isn't just some woo-woo crap. This is physics, this is neuroscience, this is modern medicine. And when you recognize that energy is currency, and that your energy matters, and that your energy can affect people positively or negatively, I want you to start to wield it in a good way. And so I feel as though you can enter a room and leave it better. Yeah. You can enter a room and leave it worse. And here's a great tip that everybody should use. Before you walk into an interview, a date, a meeting, anything, ask yourself, what do I want people to say when I leave? And based on your answer...
Mic drop. That was incredible.
Well, based on your answer, you know how to act.
That's so true, because I feel like I'll leave a room and immediately I call Brooke. Yep. Did I say something weird? Like, oh my gosh, they talking shit about me. But you just leave it knowing, like, no, I know they're going to love me.
Because if you say, okay, I want to walk in and I want people to think I'm smart, that I'm warm, that I'm honest, now you know how to act. If you want to walk into a room and have people go, well, she had the best outfit on, but she was a real bitch. Now you know how to act. No, I'm dead serious about this.
You're like, but I'll take it. Whatever you want that day.
We are so busy and obsessed looking for other people's validation that you miss the most powerful thing in the room that's available to you, that you can create your own reputation by asking yourself, what do you want it to be? And then act accordingly.
No, you're so right. So you're thinking about this like in the Uber on the way over somewhere, like on the commute, you're like, okay, this is what's on deck for today. Is it always like the same? Are you always kind of thinking about it with the same agenda, or does it depend on like the environment? Maybe?
Great question. So here's the thing. It's not about being fake. It's about understanding the environment and the context of what you're walking into, and then asking yourself, how do I want that person or that group of people to experience me? Now, I'm always warm. I am always myself. Like, I've gotten to a point in my life where, you know, in my 20s, I was such a insecure, people-pleasing, morph into the boyfriend, jealous. You did not want me as a friend. I had so much stuff that I had not worked out yet. I was that friend that, like, if I saw you, I was like, take smile. You're like, oh, okay. Thanks for having the best boyfriend in the world. You took them all. And I didn't know how to be proud of myself. I didn't know myself. And so I was always looking for approval and validation over there. There's a huge difference between belonging and fitting in. Fitting in is when you like me if.
True. So there's like certain conditions, and like you're kind of like molding. Like they'll like me if I'm quiet because I'll let them shine or something.
Correct. Correct. And so you just put the power over there because your ability to be liked by other people has a condition, and somebody else determines the condition. So you want to reverse that. You want to basically say to yourself, if I walk into this party, if I walk into this date, if I walk into this interview, if I walk into, I don't know, this barbecue that are friends of my parents, what is the energy that I'm bringing? And what do I hope people say about me when I leave?
I love this.
Right?
I love this so much.
Well, because you're now reminding yourself, I get to choose how I show up. I get to choose the things that I'm measuring in myself versus walking to a room hoping you have the right outfit on, like wondering if the right people are going to talk to you, and then, you know, wondering as you leave, okay, how did I do and what did they think? And you don't even know, but you just gave the power of approval to strangers or to other people versus, okay, I want to walk into this job interview and I want to be warm. And I want to be prepared. And if I don't know the answer to something, I'll say, well, I don't know, but I would figure it out. And then I'd come back to you with what I figured it out. And if I'm nervous, I'm just going to be nervous. Like, I just want to be proud of myself for how I showed up. It's not about nailing the interview. It's about determining what are you actually measuring and why.
I love this. So instead of basically like you're on your way to an event and you're like, who's going to be there? What's this? Okay, what can I control?
Like, honestly, you're there.
No, you're so right. It's like, what can you control? Like, what do I want to get out of this event?
Well, tell me all the things at an event that you cannot control. Tell me all of the things.
Who's going to be there?
I guess that is a big one.
Who's going to be there?
Especially with like
even like what the vibes are. Like, what, you know, is it a loud party? Is it a quiet party? Is it intimate? Is it intimate? Yeah. Is it like, are we buttoned up and polished, or are we letting loose? Like,
are people like having beverages? Are we going to be eating? Do I have to hold a napkin and like be awkward in the corner?
Music? Are we dancing?
Yeah.
Right. Are people nice to you?
Are people?
People talk to you?
Like, am I gonna? I think it's especially in New York. It's always like, because there's like a scene of like other content creators and stuff. We're always like, oh, I wonder if I'll know anyone there. Like, will someone be able to help me take a photo? You know, like just surface level stuff too.
Yep.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
we're done with the pillow.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah. And so let me give you some tips about this.
Please.
Okay. So if you're going to an event, ask yourself, why am I going? Okay. And how am I going to measure success? And if, for example, I'm going because I want to meet people, have a number in mind. I want to meet 7 people. I'm not allowed to leave until I talk to 7 people.
Obsessed.
Now, here's another tip. Do not stand like right in the threshold of the door. Because what happens when you stand at the threshold of the door, hoping that you make eye contact with somebody, is you feel exposed. Yeah. And now people are coming and going, and you're going to want to go. And you're going to notice.
Team go.
Right? You're going to want to notice.
We always are ready to go.
We're always ready. Correct. No, you go straight to the bar, or you go straight to the food buffet, and you get your drink, and then you stand about 10 feet back or 8 feet back. These people are always standing in line. People leave the bar and come back, and you're right there, and then boom, here's my first person.
Like as they're leaving with their drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what brought you here?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a more interesting drink. Like, it's all about them. Oh, I love how you connect with people has nothing to do with you. Because the most fascinating thing to most people is themselves. And so comment on like something else. If you see them, even if you don't like them, be like, oh my gosh, I've seen your content.
Yeah.
Like I really was inspired by this particular thing. And they'll be like, oh my God, okay. And then now you're in. That's one. Right. And then as soon as that's done, move. Yeah. Next person, because here's the thing, you're not going to make a lifelong friend talking to them. You want to get in, you want to like have a good positive, like, what do I want? Do I want to be smart? Do I want to be the coolest person here and have everybody? Do I just want to go in and get my 7 and get out?
Right.
And then you're going to make contact, compliment, talk for a second. I'd love to connect outside of this. Let's exchange. And then you follow up.
Right.
Stop trying to make lifelong friends at parties.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen.
No, it's in the follow-up.
You're so right. I feel like it's actually really important too in that moment to like actually actively like follow each other or do something, because I find that after you forget, it's over, like and or like they never follow me back, let's just say, and then it's like, okay, I guess I'll never see you again.
But here's the thing, don't ask them to follow you. Why should you be connecting? Like, don't presume that somebody should follow you.
Of course. Well,
no, but it's not.
Actually, Brooke needed to hear that. Brooke is like, they didn't follow me back, so I'm gonna unfollow.
Yeah, like, don't presume. Like, why should they follow you?
No, they probably wouldn't.
You have their text. Why do you need to follow? Like, if your friend is a restaurant, you don't have to go there every night.
True. No, it's so true. This is the humbling realization.
No, this is good. This is relatable.
But you only follow people because you think you're like, the problem with friendships and business is we've become way too transactional. Like, if you do this, then I'll do that.
Yeah.
If you don't follow me, I'm not following you.
Yeah.
You're a bitch if you don't do that. Like, hold on. Your social media is for you and the people that are interested in what you're putting out. It is not a requirement that your friends or your family or anybody follow you.
So you're saying only follow people if you want to see their content, you want to follow them.
Of course.
Don't ask for anything in exchange. Which I know sounds like crazy, but in this day and age, I think people do take it personally. I mean, I do too. Sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we meet a friend of a friend, like, and then it's like, we've heard it go background, like, you know, Danielle never followed me back or something, and then we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I must have missed that or something.
People take offense.
Yeah.
But I guess
they do. Let them.
Let them.
Yeah. You can also say, I'm managing who I follow. because I'm so overwhelmed, and I know that people look at who I follow, and it's important that who I follow
Curate.
is reflective of the business goals that I have.
No, that's so true. I totally agree with that, honestly, because I feel like sometimes, or it's just like, I don't want to see your stuff. Like, I don't know who you are. It's like,
And if you want to be the kind of person that does that, do it, and then just hide the account.
yeah,
I do that a lot.
Because the other thing that's
Yeah.
annoying about the algorithm is you see the same 7 accounts. Most people don't realize that only 3% of your audience sees what you do.
Yeah. That's
The obsession with new, you already create too much content. Repurpose the things that work.
So that brings us to Let Them.
Yeah.
Because so about 2 years ago, Mel,
Okay.
my mom, who you got to meet right before
Yep,
this,
go Michelle.
Peaceful Michelle, she brought this to me because Brooke and I are both people pleasers, like all of us.
Okay.
And she was like, you need to, follow Mel Robbins, listen to her, whatever. I followed because I wanted to, by the way.
Not because you felt pressured.
Not because I felt pressured. I just wanted to, obviously. And became so obsessed with it. We talked about it on the podcast. That was 2 years ago, November. We found the episode. And so now we're here with you, which is just so crazy in full circle because the Let Them theory truly changed how Brooke and I think. And obviously,
How did it change how you think?
because I feel like Brooke and I I'll speak for me, but feel like we have to try and control everything and really, even with my boyfriend with things, I'm like, oh, I really wouldn't do it like that. But sometimes I think hearing Let Them, it's like you have to let them have those experiences and then I can handle, what I need to handle for that. But it's like you can't get so worked up about something that's not even happening to you. It's like something else.
Well, you can.
You can.
You can get worked up.
Oh, yeah.
You can get stressed out.
Yeah.
You can get frustrated and
this is
disappointed.
true.
You can be judgy. And if that feels great, do it.
Yeah, but it doesn't usually. feel
No,
great.
and it also doesn't work.
I don't love that.
See, here's the other thing about Let Them and Let Me is that when you recognize that this is actually a really smart strategy,
Yeah.
that all the judgment, all the controlling, all of the things that you stress about, all of the bending over backwards to make sure nobody's mad and everybody's great and haven't upset anybody and did I, that there's a different way to move through your life that both protects you from the unnecessary stress and it also allows you to just let people have their opinions, let them do it their way, let them believe what they believe, let them misunderstand you.
The misunderstanding, I think that's a big one. It aches me. Even people that comment on our, stuff, I'm sure you've had this experience too, where it's like, wait, but they don't know me. That's not what I meant. But it's let them think that because you know who you are.
Correct. But it still bothers you.
Yeah, totally.
Why does it bother you? Why does it
'Cause
bother you
clearly I
that a
haven't
stranger that you've never met before
Yeah.
has time and chooses to spend it
Yeah.
writing something that is not actually at you? They're basically barfing into the air.
Yeah.
It's like if you've ever gotten really angry, have you ever sent one of those emails that's like, oh, it's like single space, takes you an hour?
I have to tell you guys about a new product that I'm just loving so much in my routine. It's the new Youthtopia Apple Butter Cleansing Balm. Origins is the leader in plant-powered high-performance skincare, and they're expanding their Youthtopia collection with the new Apple Butter Cleansing Balm. This is a luxurious multi-phase formula. It starts out as a buttery balm, melts into a silky oil, and transforms into a rinsable milk, gently lifting away makeup, dirt, and impurities without stripping your skin. It's infused with upcycled, cold-pressed apple seed oil, and formulated with over 40% plant-derived oils and 20% plant-derived glycerin to keep skin soft, nourished, and glowing. Plus, it smells like a juicy apple orchard. It is so good. I love the packaging of this product specifically. It's in a squeezy tube. So, you don't have to dip your fingers in, get it all gross. No, you squeeze them out, put it on your hand. I put it on my face. I use some water to kind of activate it, get it going. And I am cleansing my skin while still keeping it moisturized. That is key for me. I don't want to strip my skin. I want to keep it, feeling really, really good. And this is truly it. Discover the butter way to cleanse with Origins Youthtopia Apple Butter Cleansing Balm, available now at origins.com and Ulta.
Yeah.
You rewrite it and then you hit reply all and you send it at work. And then you're like, why did I do that?
Now I'm having scaries. Why did I send that?
Yes, and nobody ever replies to those. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You know
because
why? Because they're all rolling their eyes
Yeah.
and going, did you see that text from Brooke? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Relatable.
Right?
Yes.
You
yes.
did that email not because of them. You did it because you can't handle the volcano inside you, so you barf it at other people.
Totally.
That's what people who comment negatively online are doing. Do you think anybody that changes the world positively
It's like
is spending time commenting online?
So true.
Do you think anybody that is achieving the things that you want in your life wastes a nanosecond? I don't even remember the last time I commented on something online, unless it was like a friend and it was positive.
Yeah, like a positive. Yeah.
But just think about the psychology of someone who is choosing to spend your most precious resource, which is your time, commenting negatively.
It's
like, what
so
a sad life.
So true.
Yeah, and like I think about like all of my really good friends, like you're not commenting mean things on other people because
We're
I
going
don't
on a
surround
forum
myself.
on the internet. Like we don't
have
surround.
time.
Yeah,
None of our friends do that, and those
don't
are the
have time.
people you want to be in your life. So it's it's just the constant reframing, which I'm trying to train myself.
Because you can tell when somebody is giving you constructive feedback because they care about something. The intent is very different.
Yes, totally.
Than just baseless venting online at you.
We've been trying to discern this valuable
Very
feedback
recent,
from
yeah.
this has been very relevant. We've just been going through like our podcast reviews, trying to, of course, like improve and level up. We've been doing the show for like 7 years, and we're like, how can we make it better? Like, how can we best serve our audience?
Okay.
And a lot of the feedback that we get from people who don't like us is just, you're ugly. Like,
you're ugly, you're boring, I don't want to hear about your life, or it's
not actually constructive. It's not actually tangible things that it's like, oh, well, let's improve. We've gotten some, it sounds a little quiet. Can you guys improve the audio?
Yeah.
It's improved. Like
we're
those are things that we can fix. You know, we talk over each other. We could fix that. Yes. We could work on it. We're working on it.
So we're trying to, because we basically used to just not even look at any of the reviews.
Well, so let me ask you something. So if you, like, first of all, you have, and this goes to comparison, okay?
Yes, oh my gosh.
And it goes to whose opinion do you actually respect? And so there's a difference between a 1-star, that's a throwaway, that's an angry human being.
They're funny sometimes.
And a 5-star, that's a fan. And somebody who takes time to give a 2, a 3, or 4. Like, for example, when we first started, the only criticism that I got, other than the stupid stuff like your neck looks like a turkey and you're super ugly and could you shut your face and all that stuff, you're like, okay, whatever. You belong on Reddit. I would see, I really love this show, but I hate that you swear because I listen with kids in the car. And so I made a decision that I would make the show PG-13 and I would not swear because I didn't want anyone to not listen to the show.
Yeah, wow.
Because of a concern that they didn't know if there was language that they didn't want their kids hearing. And the reason why I did that was not people pleasing. I did that because that feedback aligns with my values and the impact I want to make. So I would, instead of taking public feedback, I would send a survey to your audience.
Oh,
so smart. Google
And
form
then
coming up.
business ideas.
And then I would study people who are doing what you want to be doing. And I would then, and this is feedback for everybody. This has nothing to do with running a podcast.
Specific, yeah, no.
In life, comparison is normal.
Right.
It's what you do with it that matters. And so you have to ask yourself, first of all, when you will kind of handle comparison and criticism the same way, I only take feedback from people that I respect. Like, why would I take feedback from somebody who I wouldn't want to trade places with? Why would I take feedback from somebody who doesn't, like, even in business? Like, if some person that is single and in their 20s is giving me negative feedback, I'm like, well, I would rather, like, I'm going to look for feedback from somebody who's also been successfully married and has 3 children that still speak to you, and that
Totally.
is approaching things a certain way. And so when you take criticism from people you don't respect, that's self-torture. When you look at that girl and now you think you should be that girl, when that girl has a trust fund and that girl has no ambition that you have, or that girl is in iBanking and you're like trying to make it as a singer-songwriter, it is self-torture when you engage in the kind of comparison with somebody that is not actually having to deal with the problems you deal with or doesn't have the same goals as you. Why would you do that to yourself? It's just like stupidity.
Yeah, it's not fair to you.
No. And so pick smart people that are in your lane, that have the things that you want. And the other thing that we do with comparison that's very dangerous is we pick and choose. Oh, I want the relationship, but I don't want her family.
This is so true.
I want her trust fund, but I don't want her self-doubt and anxiety. I want their followers, but I don't want everybody calling me fake. Like, if you're going to compare yourself to people, you got to compare to the whole package.
You're so right.
hear
and
that?
it comes loaded.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know, because we think about this sometimes
All the
too. Like when
time.
we're like, I want to grow, and then we're like, but that comes with more eyes, more like feedback, or comments, whatever it is, and it's like, not that you say like, is it worth it, but like you have to understand that that's what the success
you gotta
sort of
ask
comes with.
yourself, what do I want and why do I want it? Do you want it because you think you should do it? Or do you want it because if you authentically want to grow, and again, like we were talking about comparison, and we're talking about criticism, be very picky about who you're accepting feedback from. Because not everybody gets a vote, but you determine who does.
Yeah.
And so that's really important to understand. Let people have your opinions. People who are misunderstanding you are intent on misunderstanding you. People who want to understand you come at you a different way.
What's your opinion on like blocking people?
Why wouldn't you? Why do people get access to you?
This question
Like,
was
what the
for
hell is
Brooke.
wrong with everybody? Like, first of all, everybody wake the fuck up and recognize that your social media channels are for you. They're not for your friends for high school. They're not for your parents, for your second cousin. You are on a platform that is for your self-expression, your artistry, your business, your goals. And the whole point is not to put everybody that you know in your contacts on blast.
Right.
It's to use it to be able to express yourself. And when you show up and you go through that period where cringe is part of it. When you start to be more authentic and when you start to express yourself, you will feel cringy. That is part of the equation.
100%.
And there will come a time when you recognize that people have fallen off, but all these people that are looking for someone like you and who really like your art or like what you're posting, now they can find you.
Yeah.
And the other thing to understand is it's two-way. Why does everybody have access to you? Why are you following who you follow?
I'm gonna unfollow a lot of people tonight. I'm kidding.
I'm serious, because that's input.
Yeah.
And if you're following a lot of people out of obligation, and when you see their accounts, you feel judgy, or you feel jealous.
The comparison.
Yeah. And jealousy is really important because, if you're jealous of somebody, that is your desire and ambition coming through.
Yeah.
So a lot of people I misunderstood jealousy. Like I just thought that if somebody has the perfect relationship, it means I can't. If somebody has the nice apartment, oh, I'm screwed. If somebody got that dream job, now there's no jobs left for me.
There's none left, none at all.
No, and the thing about jealousy is you're only jealous of things that you actually want.
Yeah, that's true. So it's like you should almost use it to fuel your inner desire and to kind of go after it yourself, basically.
Well, the way that you can flip this on your head with the Let Them Theory is when you notice that you're jealous of somebody. Like what's a thing that you get jealous about?
People getting engaged.
Oh.
Okay, right? Okay.
That's very relevant to this time of my life, though. Like, if you would have told me that like a year ago, I wouldn't. But
How old are you?
28.
Okay, you're right on time. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're jealous of people getting engaged. Are you in a relationship?
Yes, and I think that's also why I've seen people who've been dating their boyfriends maybe less time than me or are in similar situations, and it will be like, oh, it's situational because like we're in this time of life, and I'm like, they're in the same time of life and they're getting engaged.
Okay, so is this your person?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to get married?
Yeah.
Okay, have you talked about it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just waiting for you to stop pressuring him so that he could actually surprise your ass. Let him.
Let him handle
Let
it.
him. That's I feel like
Don't rob him. of this. And do not accelerate your timeline because that girl got engaged. That's her timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not rob you of yours. There is a reason why it hasn't happened yet. That's why. That's it. And you have to trust, like there's somewhere in you that you're doubting that it's going to happen. And so you're pressuring him to make it happen now, because every time you see it, your default isn't, oh, I can't wait for that to happen. That's so cool whenever it's going to happen for us.
Oh my God.
Because
Your
know
default
it's
is
gonna happen.
it's not going to happen.
Wow. I notice it with specific, it's not with everybody. Like I can definitely celebrate, like some people I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah, you do.
But some people I've noticed myself getting specifically triggered from.
You start
and
dating around the same time.
Yes, I think that's what it is. Maybe because I know their situation and I know like they're very similar to us or whatever it is.
Okay.
But I feel like I can identify like, hey, I feel more triggered from this than this.
That's good.
But it's, how do we like stop the trigger, or like how do I stop myself
You
from
don't.
like spiraling and like
You don't stop the trigger.
Okay.
That's something you can't control. Because this is something for you because you're excited about it and you want it, and it's normal to be like, oh, I'm a little jealous of that because I kind of wish I was engaged right now. But what you do next, you can control. You get to choose whether you go in a jealous spiral or you're bitchy to him tonight, right? A little bit. Because you're sending a signal, not
You
through
know
Morse
me, though.
code, but through the storm energy.
Through the bitchiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
instead, you're just going to say, oh, interesting. It triggers me because I'm just really excited for this to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let her get engaged because that's great for her. And I'm going to let him take his time. And I'm going to let me just notice that I don't need to be a volcano tonight. I don't need to think that this means it's never going to happen.
I don't need to ruin the night. Are you serious?
Yes.
Like, what?
You just carry on.
Yes.
So you
and
say like have a little moment, basically.
yeah,
Have a little
you're allowed to
moment.
have a
And
moment.
be like,
It's
cool.
like these are normal feelings. But it's what you do with the feelings that matter.
Yeah.
And she's not taking anything from you.
So true.
And their engagement doesn't mean there's something wrong with your relationship.
It's so hard to remind yourself that though when you're in a state.
No kidding.
Of being
It's
triggered.
so easy for me to tell you that. You should see me at my house when I'm triggered all day long. Angry commenting at people. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, really?
No.
Does Mel have a burner
The
account?
the old me would have been like that. No, it's when you start to recognize, and it takes time. I used to be run over by my emotions. I used to go into the spiral. Why me? Why this? I almost didn't start my podcast because I would see like
Wow.
all these people that I admired, and I'm like, well, Jay Shetty already has one, and he talks. Like, what am I going to say that's any different? And it's not going to be better. I mean, it's like, okay, thanks, Jay. He took it, you know. And so, and then, or this person or that person, and the fact is, nobody's taking anything from you. The only person that blocks your way is you.
Yeah.
For 99% of things that you want in life through time and effort, you actually can achieve them in your own way. And when you get so jealous, you rob yourself of the even more important truth about life, which is you're capable of changing your life for the better. You're capable of having a beautiful engagement.
That is.
That you're capable of, like, because honestly, once you have the ring, like you're still in the same relationship. You just
Then
have
it's
a
gonna be the
wedding
next
plan.
thing.
No, that's the thing. Like then I have to remind myself like what comes after that. It's like actually from what I hear, it's very stressful. Like to start the planning process and stuff. So I'm like, I need to enjoy this time of my life. But it's easy to say that now when I'm, sitting back and not.
Of course, but I think where
With Mel.
you're going is you're jumping to it's not going to happen. And we do that. Oh, she got a new kitchen. I'm never going to have the white cabinets now, like because I can't copy her. Or she got a new car. Or look at that handbag. I'll never have that. That bitch. Like, no, let her. Because if you are starting to get triggered by it, that's very important. Because, like, for example, I'm never jealous of somebody that even lives in a penthouse in New York. I don't want to live here.
No, I don't see you here.
I used to
Yeah.
live here. I don't want to live
Wow,
here.
yeah.
And so I'm not jealous. Good for everybody. But if I were, I would go, oh, interesting. That's my ambition. And nobody owes me that. I owe it to myself. Like, instead of then getting angry because your parents didn't buy it for you or your significant other doesn't, doesn't have a job in iBanking. Look in the fucking mirror. You have the ability to create these things for yourself. Like, stop blaming your parents, stop blaming the person that you're with, and look in the mirror and recognize that you, through your effort, can claim the things that you want and go work for them.
I really like what you said about the copying thing, about like, oh, she got the white cabinet, so now I can't. I feel like we deal with this a lot on social media and just like with our friends and everything. It's like, damn, she just did the wedding that I wanted, or whatever it is. How do you, the destination I want to do, or the...
She just got this, the bag that I wanted.
Yeah, this literally happened to me the other day. Someone got the freaking shoes I want. Now if I get them, I feel like I've copied
Who said
her.
that? Well, of course you did. It's not copying,
My
it's
brain.
inspiration.
Yeah, so how do you reframe that in your head? It's like, no, this is just
Let her buy the shoes and let me buy them too.
And let
Yeah,
her...
I saw your shoes. I loved them. I got a pair. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
And like almost acknowledging it, like, and being
Sure.
like, yeah, you inspired me.
I absolutely love those shoes. I'm going to buy them.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
for
owning
inspiring me. I have friends that are so fashionable, and I literally say to them, I love this outfit. I'm buying it.
Yeah, I do that too a lot.
You're so amazing. Your fashion inspires me.
And it's flattering.
It
You're so
definitely
right. It's like,
is.
it's never weird.
And if somebody takes issue with it, here's what you do. Let them.
Literally
And then
let
notice,
them.
what friend, do you want to be friends with somebody that has a problem with you being inspired by their example?
No, they should be really
That's
excited.
when you frame it like that, when it's like inspired. Yeah, you were inspired by them. Like,
that's it.
That's like beautiful.
Yeah, and if somebody's frustrated by it and they talk, okay, great, thank you for telling me. I'll be inspired by somebody else.
Yeah, not inspired by you anymore, that's for sure.
Well, I just like, you get to choose in life, and people are also allowed to have their opinions about things.
You're so right, and it's like, literally let them think that, because you know what you like. You just got excited about the shoes, and you're like, oh, now she has them too. Now
By the way, they've made more than one pair.
Yeah, literally, it's not one of a kind.
And aren't you guys influencers?
Yeah.
College students, do you know you can turn the most complex topics into simplified ideas, or hours of research into just minutes? How about turning class notes into practice quizzes that help you get the big idea? With Google Gemini, you can do all of that and more. The way I would have been all over Google Gemini in college, like, it's actually not fair. Like, I'm so jealous that you guys have something like Google Gemini that you can utilize. Like, the idea of creating practice quizzes with a ton of my notes that I already took, like, that would be so nice, because then it like helps you learn them in a different way rather than just studying the notes. You can even turn long reads into quick listens, because what's better than a podcast? Students get Google Gemini's Pro Plan free for 1 year, but hurry, this offer ends soon. Sign up by October 6th to get free access to Gemini 2.5 Pro, unlimited image uploads, deep research, notebook LM, 2 terabytes of storage, and more. Visit gemini.google/students to learn more and sign up. Terms apply.
Like, don't you influence people? Like,
Yeah,
aren't
really good
other
job.
people
Shop my link.
influencing you?
I literally shop our LTK. I get so excited. Like, if someone comes to me like, I literally love your style, I buy anything that you talk about. Like, that's flattering.
And the other thing I want everybody to keep in mind is everybody is inspired by everybody else.
Yeah, there's
Everybody. So the one of the reasons why the Let Them Theory has exploded is that the theory is new that I created.
Yeah.
But this idea that you gain power and peace and you have so much less stress when you stop trying to control and change other people.
Yeah.
That is been around since the beginning of time. It's Stoicism, it's Buddhism, it's radical acceptance, it's the serenity prayer, it's the things your parents and grandparents said. And so we know that this is true, but we get into these dynamics with other people that then make us stressed out and doubt ourselves. And when we're stressed and doubting ourselves, we don't remember that you can't control what somebody else thinks. You can't control if somebody else likes you. You can't control, how somebody's going to treat you. And what you can control, though, is teaching yourself how to stop explaining away bad behavior, how to stop worrying about what everybody else thinks, because you can't control it anyway.
You can't.
And really focus on showing up in a way where you know your intentions, you know you're a good person, you know what you meant, And there are some people in your life that are always going to misunderstand you. Some people in your life who deserve an explanation. Some people who don't. Mm-hmm. And you get to choose. And what I've noticed is this. So I didn't discover this, let them and let me, until I was 54. I spent my whole life bending over backwards to make sure that my friends were happy, make sure nobody's pissed off at me, make sure, like, you know, if anybody's throwing the guilt trip, that I'm going to change my plans because I don't want, you know, a friend who's turning 29 to be mad that I'm missing the Wednesday night party with 11 people who are going to split the bill on a work night and I don't even get to talk to you.
Classic.
Right? Yeah. But I don't even want to go. That's fine. Yeah. Tell your friend, I'm not going to come. It's a busy week, but I want to take you to yoga and out to brunch this Sunday.
Like more intimate, like one-on-one.
If that's what you want.
Yeah, if that's what you want.
Yes, and if she's pissed at you, let her be pissed at you. She's allowed to be pissed at you.
Let them.
And this is the piece, though, that everybody misses. This isn't about cutting people off and icing them out. Let them gives people the dignity of their own experience, and it gives them the space to have their own opinions without you needing to judge and change them. And then it forces you to learn how to see people as they are. And this is particularly important in relationships because all of your frustration and problems in your relationship will come from you trying to control and change someone else, whether it's your mom, and just wishing she were different. Your mom's been the same way her entire life.
Yeah.
She's not going to change
now.
Well, she might change, but she's only changing if she's inspired to change for herself. Yeah. And same thing with the people that you're in a relationship with. Yeah. They are who they are. And if you can learn to let them be who they are and who they're not, this is the most important thing. You learn how to truly love and accept people. We think controlling and changing people is loving them. That's not. Loving someone is seeing them as they are and as they're not, and just letting them be that way. Yeah. And then you the way you change other people is by changing yourself. Back to the weather, back to the energy.
You gave such, in your book, you gave such a powerful example of this that like sticks with me. I'm like the prom flowers story.
Oh my God.
Like, no, I think about this often though, because like that
Moms
is how
are controlling and annoying.
I'm scared to be a mom because I feel like that's gonna be me.
Well, you're doing it with your boyfriend. You see this? Like you're literally, no, you are, because you think there's the right time to get engaged. Maybe he's saving more money.
Oh, I know he is.
Maybe
that's the thing.
That's the thing. You
okay,
know.
Well, then don't
know
be
the
bitch.
timeline.
I know.
Like the poor guy. Is he going to have to like leverage his life and take out a loan because the ring he can afford is not going to be good enough? Can you imagine the pressure?
He is also, for reference, he is in med school.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know.
He can't plan a wedding right now.
Yeah.
No.
He literally can't, and you know that.
Yeah. I know, but it can't control my feelings though. When
your feelings are valid.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's what you do with them.
No, you're so right. I need to stop being a bitch to him. I'll say it. Like, you know, I'm sure that you guys are like this too. Maybe like you around the people that you're comfortable with, you feel.
Sometimes I'm the bitchiest.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like,
because you're comfortable. My poor mom this morning, I was like, you know, like it just happens.
It comes out
because you're comfortable with them. And it's,
you know, I think I always joke that, you know, the reason we have families is because it teaches you how to love people you hate sometimes.
Yeah.
And the thing you're going to need to remember in relationships is this. So my husband and I have been married for 29 years. Mm-hmm. And the thing to understand is you forget who you fell in love with. Mm. And you start to assume they've turned into some kind of asshole. And you forget that the person is really a good person, and that's why you fell for them. And if you assume good intent, and you assume that they're doing their best, then you stop taking all the little things that they're not doing exactly how you want them to do as a slight, and you just see it as part of a relationship. Mm. And when you're not like agitated and upset about everything, you can talk through things and things change versus sniping at each other. Like most relationships die because it's like a death by 1,000 cuts. Mm-hmm. You're not in control of your emotions, so you're bitchy when you come home because you just saw somebody get engaged online, and now you're pissed off that your person isn't motivated enough or doesn't have a big enough job or isn't this or isn't that. The other person feels it. And then you slowly start to distance yourself. And in any relationship that doesn't work, you can probably look backwards and go, oh, I now see that the person stopped trying 6 months before we broke up.
How do you suggest, like, I just moved in with my boyfriend, and, like, definitely I'm very particular, you know, about all the little things, like, where things go, and I'm really trying to not be sniper mode because I don't think it's productive, but do you...
Well, it's not fair.
Yeah, it's also fair. No, literally, you're so right. Like we both live there. So
because this is the thing. I'm the one in the relationship that's messy.
Okay.
I'm the one that leaves a dish in the sink and then the pot, and then I walk away because I intend to come back and then I forget. I'm the one whose bathroom sink looks like
bathroom sink.
Yeah, well, looks like the Walgreens counter display. Got
there's
over.
stuff everywhere.
Everything everywhere. The toothpaste. It's disgusting. Like I don't even like it myself. Chris doesn't like it either. And so you have to stop making him you.
Right.
And I would just honestly sit down and go, because nobody wants to be somebody's parent.
No.
You want them to be your partner.
Yeah.
But you're not in a partnership if the way things need to be done is your way.
Totally. It needs to be our way.
Yeah, so you got to understand what is really important to you and why.
Right.
And what is something that you can be a little bit more loose about.
And maybe it's I put the toothbrush back, right? Like if it bothers
bothers
me
you,
so
you
much,
should.
let me just put it back myself.
No,
Yes. If it bothers you, you should.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you could but there are other things that might be more helpful.
Yeah. Like other things. Yeah, and he does like the big, it's just like those little things, and I'm like, I feel like I got to take this one for myself. Like I can't be asking him to. No. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, do you think I want to have Pokemon cards on my wall? Like,
Yeah.
absolutely not. But like, I made a compromise because I don't want to say compromise.
Yes,
because I needed to feel like his space too.
you know
Like
that
I
he
have all my
loves
girly things and my cutesy little like.
Yeah.
God, I could let the guy have one piece of his previous place that he like loves.
I need to let him have a George helmet somewhere.
Yes.
I need to
you don't want to become their mother.
Yeah, no. I'm not.
And by the way, I'm just going to go on the record and say a lot of us screwed this up with our sons. I'm going to make a sweeping generalization, but if you have a partner who is very close to his mother, she was probably like me, and we mother them to death, and then we turn them over to you, and they're not able to cook, or they're not able to, because they're used to someone else doing everything.
True.
And so you have to also understand there's a major difference between skills that somebody learns and their actual personality and disposition. So anybody can learn how to make a bed. Anybody can learn how to cook. Anybody can learn how to fold clothes and do laundry. Anybody can learn how to enjoy nicer meals in nicer restaurants. Anybody can learn how to get in better shape. Anybody can learn how to have a budget. And so you got to be also very clear that the most important things in a relationship, I say this to our kids who are 26, 25, and 20.
Our demographic.
Yes.
Yep. Well, the most important thing in a relationship is this. Do they feel like home? Can you walk through the door and exhale? You know like when you play tag as a kid and there's a safe base?
Yeah.
That's your partner. And so if you've got 80% of the right things, which are they loyal? Do you feel like they're home? Do your shoulders drop and you exhale? When you get a text, or you're like, oh, it's my person. Do they have lifelong friends? Right. Do they have good relationships with family? Like, or do they treat people well when you're out? If you got that, you've hit the fucking jackpot. Everything else in life is a skill, and somebody can learn it. And if they don't have it, like, talk about it. Like,
getting teary-eyed.
Oh my God, Danielle's crying.
Mel made me cry. It's just so cute.
It's so.
And
it's
true about
true.
friends
And
too. It's
yes.
just like everyone in your life. 80%. Like they're just.
Yes. And
really
there was
cute.
somebody that came on our podcast, Dr. Stuart Ablon, that said this thing that I wish I had known decades before. He's a psychologist at Mass General Brigham, the number one research hospital in the world, and he specializes in clinical psychology with kids. And he said kids do well when they can. And if somebody's challenging, it's because they're missing a skill. That's it.
Yeah.
And I believe all people do well when they can.
Yeah.
And that people want to do well, and they want to succeed in the relationship. And you've got all the stuff that you can't teach somebody character. They have to build that for themselves. If you've got somebody that has character and that emotionally you just like, when you're with that person, if you're like, oh my God, your breath stinks and your teeth are yelling. What the fuck? Like, you're like, all that stuff can change. They want to do
So
well.
true.
If they can't, they'd love to be able to cook. Maybe they didn't grow up in a house where they did.
They want to be the best they can be. You're
Yeah.
so right. Everyone wants to be the best they can be.
Yes, and
gotta
so
leave it
like
at
stop annihilating people because they don't have the skills that you're expecting. And you know, I also say this to our daughters: you guys idolize your dad. He's 29 years in the making, okay? Okay, when I got him at the age of 25 here in New York City, that is not the man that you see now. He was a wonderful person with all the 80%.
Yeah.
But he was the youngest of three
course.
boys. He had a lot of skills to build.
Right.
But he's a guy that wanted to learn and wanted to grow. And so your person shouldn't come fully baked. But if you got
Let
the
'em
right
cook.
ingredients, you can make something amazing.
Mic drop. Ugh, this was just.
This was, I mean, I could keep going for on and on. Like, this was
Literally.
like truly like perspective shifts. I hope everybody listening has also had a perspective shift, because I think it's very easy to just go about in your 20s, like a lot of your day, sometimes you could feel agitated and stressed out or whatever, like triggered, as I said. And I feel like sometimes you just need to hear it straight.
Well, and here's the other thing, a couple things I want to say. First of all, I want to validate. Your 20s are going to be the most stressful based on research of your entire life. And there's a reason why. It's because the four major things in life are like in progress: work, money, your relationship status, and your identity in terms of knowing who you are. All four of those things up in the air.
It's all happening.
It's
You're
all
so
happening.
right.
And so you got to give yourself some grace and expect it, because you're going to have a ton of firsts. You're going to have a lot of worsts, and you're just figuring it out. So that's number one. Number two, I think it's very important for you to understand that this is also the first 10 years that you're working have the biggest impact on your earning potential. And so I do think that you should take risks. I do think that you should try a lot of things. I do, but I don't think that this is some big party to just bounce around and do whatever for 10 years. I think it's very important for you to understand that you are collecting experiences and skills, and most importantly, relationships at work, because those will all lead to something else. Another thing to consider as to why it's stressful is 80% of the biggest life experiences are going to happen to you before you turn 35.
Whoa.
Yes.
80%.
80%. Well, think about it.
What happens?
Most people get married. Most
Yeah,
people
yes.
like have their first child. Most
Yeah.
people move somewhere.
True.
Most people are going to change jobs like crazy.
Yeah.
And so having this perspective that this is a decade where I really want you to lean in and grow. And a lot of people make a lot of mistakes. First of all, you spend too much time comparing yourself to other people instead of spending time getting to know yourself.
How do we get to know ourselves, though?
Spend some time alone. Why do you
What
need
do
a
we do
friend
when
to
we're
talk
alone?
with?
Like, because I feel like I'm constantly consuming content, and I need to
Get
work
off your
on that.
phone. Get outside. Go to a class or a lecture alone. Show up at that running club alone. Go out to dinner alone. Read a book on a Saturday in the park alone.
So like experiences alone.
Because if you're
I like
always
that.
distracting yourself, you don't know yourself. And so when you are alone and you start to notice, well, what books do I kind of like? What? Because so many, we are wired to fit in. Okay, there's brain wiring around fitting in. That if you feel like you're on the outside, your brain sends a signal that feels like pain. That's why everybody dresses the same. That's why everybody's doing the same thing. That's why everybody's looking at every example online and trying to morph their life into it. There's a better way to go through life. Instead of trying to fit in and be the same, figure out who you are. Being more authentic to who you are. What kind of comedy do you like? What kind of music do you like?
Yeah.
And note it. And this is the time to figure it out. And if you're always online or you're always looking outside yourself, you never have the time to check in and go, do I actually feel like myself?
Am I having fun?
Yeah. Another thing I want you to do is date the person in front of you, not the potential.
Love that.
Because the person in front of you, if they got 80% of it, we're good.
Yeah. We're so
No,
good.
you're so right. I have a lot of friends who make, they compensate, I think overcompensate. They'll be like, he parties all the time, but he's a great guy. Like, and I'm like, okay, but I
No, well,
feel
stop
like that's-
explaining away.
Yeah.
Like you have to, but see, this is the thing. Let him be himself. And then come back here and ask yourself, is this what I actually want? See, everybody gets into the danger of sliding into something.
Yeah.
because you see all those little warning signs and you live in a fantasy in your head where you explain it away and you make it okay. When you start to see things that are not okay, that are the core things, like they don't align with my values. I don't actually feel like I can be myself with this person. I'm always performing. Like that's, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
They are making me, staying with this person makes me compromise on something that's important to me. Giving up on your dreams because of someone else is the single biggest reason people get divorced, because it leads to resentment.
Makes sense.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't do this thing because of you.
Oof,
And then you carry that. And so if you're with somebody where you are not, you have to give up on a dream of yours, you're not with the right person. If you are with somebody that makes you compromise on core values, you are not with the right person. If you are with somebody who you do not feel like you can be yourself with, like you're afraid for them to see you without makeup on in the morning, get out.
Yeah.
Get out. Because you are in a fantasy about what this is going to be instead of accepting and recognize the reality of what you're actually in.
Wow. This is, Mel, thank you so much for being here. Like,
Well, I feel like it was all bad news. Like I think I
No.
want to end by saying
No.
you are capable of changing your life for the better, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. If I asked you to write down 10 things that would make your life worse, could you do it?
10 things that would make my life worse.
Yeah, how could you ruin your life?
Yeah.
Can you come up with 10
of
ways?
course. Of course.
Great.
Yeah.
So you can come up with 10 ways to make your life better.
I love that.
Oh, that is inspiring.
No,
I mean, everyone who knows you knows that, like, I feel like, I don't even want to say you do tough love because it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You think it
Because
is?
nobody wants to hear it. Everyone's like, I love this. And then they go back to doing, oh, let me look at my phone for 6 hours and then wonder why I'm miserable.
No, we're gonna
Put the
check in
fucking
with each
phone
other
down.
next week, and
We
like,
need to do.
we'll be on
Well,
each other.
and
about
one
this.
other hack right now in your 20s to master, get a morning routine.
Yeah.
Because how you start your day is how it ends.
We love that.
And it's the only part of your day you can control.
Yeah.
So start with the morning. What are 5 things that if you were to do these most mornings, you're not a robot, so just 5 days a week, you were to do these things. What time do you wake up? What is the first thing that you do? What is the next thing that you do? Like, what is it that makes you feel like you? If you can carve out 30 lousy minutes for yourself, and, you know, your friend Mel Robbins is going to tell you, don't look at your fucking phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the second you look at your phone, strangers, no, it's not even that. What happens is this. Imagine you're in your bedroom and the alarm goes off. You pick up your phone. Now imagine your boss and 500 strangers are standing in your bedroom. And the
Good
president. And like, because that's what just happened, because that everything on your phone just went to the front of your mind.
You're so right. Just we're all in here together
Yeah,
now. It's
yes. And so
Yeah.
this is why you feel out of control, because you have not even carved out 30 minutes in the morning to do something that makes you feel like yourself. And what I love about starting with the morning is a simple thing you can do. And for me, it's the alarm rings, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get out of bed.
Love that. We do that.
Then I make my bed. Then I go into the bathroom, and it sounds cheesy, but I look in the mirror, I high-five myself in the mirror to send myself into the day. I think of the one thing that is important for me to focus on above all things, just one, because the day's about to get hijacked. What's the one thing that I need to do today that I'm going to end the day knowing whatever? I always take a walk for 10 minutes minimum, and I tell myself today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a good day because I'm going to make it a good day. I'm going to find one thing that's going to be a good day. You can make your morning routine anything you want. I just want it to be something that makes you feel like you. And what's great is if you go on a 2-week or a 2-month like bender or whatever, a bad relationships, you can come back to it.
And that's
It's like a
consistent.
mini reset every morning
I
to
love
help you
that.
find your power and yourself. And I wish I had had it in my 20s.
Well, thank you for that tip. That's
Danielle
the
loves a
best.
morning routine. She's
I
very.
did your morning routine like a year ago.
yeah.
You actually commented. I was really excited. So,
Yeah.
And it was great. I loved high-fiving myself. So
I love the mantra idea too,
Yeah.
like the things that you could. I know you're big on like the things you could tell yourself, not just like to be corny, but like actually because it becomes
Well,
such
because
a
not
your
to be
part of
brain
corny.
is
Yes.
a spotlight. Your brain is looking for instruction. Either the phone and the news and everybody else is going to program and tell your brain what to look for today, or you're going to say today's going to be a good day. Now let's go do that.
And today's going to be a good day.
Today's going to be a good
day.
Thank you for having me on.
This was such a joy. We will have everywhere that you can follow Mel down below, but the Let Them Theory at Mel Robbins, right? What's your everything?
Anything.
Podcast,
whatever.
just it all.
Please,
We'll have it all in the
Guys,
description.
buy the book, read the book if you haven't already. Like,
Because
changer.
everybody
Just do
else
it.
is buying the book and reading the book and using it on you.
Yeah.
And it'll make your
Yeah,
relationship
true.
better.
It'll make the world better. Mel's just making the world better.
No, everybody is doing their part. It's like that, what I love about this is that when you make yourself better, it has a positive ripple effect that changes everything. So it starts with you.
It starts with you. And we're going to have a good day today.
Yes, we
We
are.
love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.